Oh, yeah.
Hello, hey, it's Tuesday, March 24th. I'm still John Evans, and you're on the Small Town Network.
Yeah, I'm Scott Wilk, and welcome again to Community News. It was hot one day, cold the next. We were in Nashville last week. We saw tornadoes, snow, heat. It was 80 degrees.
We went for spring break. We went down to Foley, Alabama, and Monday going through Birmingham, we were in a blizzard. I almost pulled over for a while because it was covering the roads and it was coming down so hard you couldn't hardly see.
Yeah, so who knows?
Crazy. And then this week it's going to get cold again.
I know, so I wouldn't want to be a weather person right now because it's basically you're going to have everything within a week.
Yeah.
But welcome, if you're brand new to us, first of all, thanks to a bunch of the groups that share our program every week. It's like ridiculous amount now, 60-something groups. And if you don't see us in one of the groups that you think it would help out, just shoot us a message and we would be glad to put it there. Things to Do is our first segment, brought to you by none other than Mr. John Evans. And this is Things to Do this week. By Evans Financial.
Yep, Evans Financial, right across the street from the park. What used to be a park still is part of a park, we think, and possibly bathrooms.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, but, if you've been looking at the market any time recently, it's crazy out there right now. And it got me thinking about, still going on about people. You're getting statements in the mail and you hadn't looked at your stuff in a while and you don't know where it is and you don't know who your guy is. Now's an important time always to be checking about it, but even if it wasn't going so crazy, every year you're getting a little older if you're lucky enough to do that, and as you get older things need to change. So if you hadn't looked at stuff in a while, you need to reposition, because if you're in a place right now where you're using money, you should have conserved up a bit ago, so you don't have these wild swings. So you start out when you're young and crazy, you can handle this, but when you're getting older like me, you need to be a little bit less risky, I would say, would be a thing. So have a look at it. If you know the guy, call him and say, hey, am I okay? And if you don't know the guy, come see me and we'll make sure you are.
Yeah, there's John's contact info, but the key is better late than never. If you're not doing it, call John and you better do it. And there's his details. But John wants to share some info about this guy.
Yeah, we called this guy and we had a bunch of stuff. We're still doing a lot of work at the house, and we're working on remodeling some stuff. That just reminded me of one other thing I got to do this afternoon. But and we had worked over a couple of days of segregating a bunch of stuff that just needed to get gone. And my wife found this guy, and we gave him a holler, and he came down and looked at it and said, I can haul that off for X amount of money. And we said, that sounds like a really good deal to us. Won't you take it? And I said, can I help you? Because this is big stuff. No, I'll get it. And he got it. And it was just that quick and easy, in and out. He brings a trailer in, loads it all up nice and clean and gone, man. And that's the kind of thing you want done. Give this guy a call, because he's a really good guy, super nice guy, and he does what he says he's going to do. Yeah,
so local business shout out to Richmond Junk Solutions. Give them a call on there or scan that QRL code.
That takes you to his Google review page, and if you browse those, it's not just me that's satisfied with him, everybody is.
Yeah, and I don't even think John knows about this. We have another brand new local business shout out.
Great.
So it's awesome, but I'm noticing there's a theme here, so you people got to stick around. But here's Things to Do this week, and this one's already started, so they know it by now.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a few weeks, so they're right in the midst of it. They're not going to make too many mistakes. But they're doing Death Trap, the play there at Cumberland County Playhouse.
Yeah, and this is very cool. It's been going on for a while. Your second chance at this one, recycling.
Recycling, and going our theme of throwing stuff away.
That's right.
When you're doing that, some of the stuff can be recycled. You're going to learn about that if you get down to the Rockwood Public Library at 1 to 2 on the 24th. That's today.
Yeah.
And Harriman, they're starting now, or they already started.
That's right.
And they're going to be Oliver Springs a little later.
Yeah, and they be jamming tonight.
They always be jamming at the Bradbury Community Club, And tonight it's 6 to 10, as it always is. $2 gets you in. But hey, if you're learning to play, take you an instrument, find a group, and sit down and play with them. Learn a little bit.
Yeah, I should have swapped these ones because this one's going on now as well as we speak.
Yeah, they're over there and they're doing good work. If you've got some stuff you're not going to use, spring cleaning. Yeah, throwing stuff away, recycling stuff. Hey, and you're going through your closets and I don't need this anymore. That's a good place to take it.
Absolutely.
And they're going to find a home for it where the people really need it. And they're giving away water and stuff like that too, I think. So get down there and see them. At least honk at them when you drive by, let them know you know they're doing good work.
Yeah, very awesome. And then this is very important for college-bound students, financial aid. This is an awesome virtual workshop where you can have one-on-one assistance for the students to file your financial aid forms. And that's 10 a.m. to 4. You register at that website down below,
and then anymore, there's so much stuff out there. If you don't think you qualify, it's worth a talk.
Yeah, and it's worth a shot. Yeah, definitely got to look. But story time in Kingston.
Story time at the Keeklis Public Library there on the 25th. That's tomorrow, every Wednesday, 10:30 to 12.
Yeah, and then back at our Rockwood Library tomorrow.
Yeah, they're having a literacy class. I need that for sure.
Don't we all?
But that's at the Rockwood Public Library tomorrow afternoon, 4 to 5.
Yeah, that is going to be great. Also, this is cool. Food, Faith, and Family.
Yeah, every Wednesday they have their adult Bible study class there at the Presbyterian Church right across the street from the middle school on Rockwood Street, and they have Sunday school at 10, Sunday worship service at 11, of course the Wednesday Bible study we talked about. Women's Association meets on the second Thursday of the month, and the Love Kitchen Meal and Fellowship is the second and fourth Saturdays at 4.
Yeah, and this just in, they didn't have a picture for it, but while we were in Nashville, I got information from them. Saturday, April 4th, they're having their Easter egg hunt at the First Presbyterian Church, 429 West Rockwood. So 10 a.m. April 4th at the church there is their Easter egg hunt. So thank you to Hilda Osborne for that last minute info. And then back at the Rockwood Library.
On the 26th, we've got story time at 10:30.
Yeah, that's Thursday. And then Friday,
you got the turkey banquet from the Undescript NWTF. But we don't know what they're eating, but they're eating something.
It might be chicken.
It might be chicken.
But I've tried to figure out like what time this is, and they keep posting it, but you can find the NWTF Watts Bar Spurs on Facebook. But every post they've shared, it must be a secret. So you got to be a
message them.
So shoot them a message. But that's definitely going on.
Well, it's like hunting turkey. You get to hunt the meal.
Yeah, it's all part of the hunt.
Yeah.
But yeah, message them. Last I saw, there was only 10 tickets available, so you got to get on it.
I'm almost qualified for that group. I almost ran over a turkey yesterday.
Oh, you would have been a turkey hitter group. Yeah. Then they would have been serving turkey.
Yep.
Academic Festival. This is a good one.
Yeah, Rome State on the 27th.
Yeah, and you got to go to their website. There's so much information of that, so check that out. But this is also at Rome State Agricultural Expo
Scott
Center.
Stokes Clinic.
Yeah.
And I guess they're going to learn how to ride horses?
Yeah, horse clinic from that guy. There wasn't much info, but I figured if you know horses, you probably know that guy.
Yeah, and it's at 4:30.
And this is cool. They're finally sending them to us again. They're back in the spring fling of things.
Yep. Get down there. If you go down to Rockwood Marina and RV Resort, ask for Trudy. Say hi to Trudy for me. We see Trudy every Sunday when she shows up at church. And she'd been on a cruise, and I think she picked up a little illness on the cruise, but she's doing better now. This weekend she made a tremendous eclair cake, and but they're going to be down there. They're having events on the 27th and 28th.
Yeah, so check it out. That's Friday and Saturday. And the farmers markets
at Oak Ridge, their winter's market still going on, because right now winter ain't left yet.
No.
And that's 9 a.m. to 1 at Jackson Square.
Yeah, and also Saturday,
Farmers Market at Kingston Lakeside Farmers Market, and that's over there in Kentucky Street, and it is 8 a.m. to 11.
Yeah, and then at Cofer's this Saturday.
They're having Rev 5.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Rev and a half, maybe, 0.5. But they're at 7, and tickets are $10, and Steel Meal is going to be there from 5 to 9.
Yeah, I feel like that's a food truck or something. I'm not really sure, but because it can't be a band because it can't be at the same time.
They
Anyway,
could take a break.
yeah, well, they could take a break. Yeah, so who knows? But if you know that one, I'm sure. And it's the beginning, like we said, egg
Easter
hunts.
hunt time.
Yeah.
But they're having a egg hunt and art in the park at Oak Ridge.
Yeah, 11 a.m. at the recreational center. So check that out. And then another egg hunt in Spring City.
Yep. The Spring City Church is having their Easter egg hunt 10 a.m. to 1
Yeah.
at Red Dog Field.
Yeah, so check that out. And this one we've talked about. This is awesome.
Yeah, they got all kinds of
Yeah.
the KTG Foundation, third annual Easter egg hunt, and they got everything, every imaginable kind. If you've got children with some special needs, they've got the beeping eggs, the magnetic eggs, and they're going to have a general hunt.
Yeah.
That's not a military rank. That's just in general.
General hunt, sir. But check that out. KTG also doing some amazing things. Here it is. Here is the debut. I don't even think John knew about this, but do you notice the theme here? Little Doggy Do's Grooming Salon. We get the pet viewers, I guess. 103 Lower Gallagher Road in Kingston. Very cool. You can make an appointment Monday through Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. But there's a cool part that I like about this. By appointment, she's licensed and insured, but here's some of the goods. I mean, that's pretty good looking haircuts right there.
Yeah.
But there's a cool part to this. I'm sure you go to some places and you get your animals cut. But the cool thing about this is she only allows one animal in at a time. No kennels. No stress.
No yapping.
No yapping at each other. Look at that. It looks good. Cute. But yeah, so welcome Kathy Gallagher, Little Doggy Do's Grooming Salon. Go check them out. Check out her Facebook page. Check her out in Kingston. And yeah, apparently we attract the doggy groomers. But this is probably why, because we love to feature animals from the Roane County Animal
Maybe
Shelter.
if they look at us and they say, I could do something with them.
Maybe they're
Being
like,
dog
yeah,
groomers.
they need some grooming. Yeah. Anyway, back to the Roane County Animal Shelter. Here's some of our featured to be named on the left there.
Yet to be named puppies, and then we got Captain watching them.
Yeah, see, we had General.
We can't decide what he's doing with his ears,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah, one up, one down.
We got Max and Camille,
Camille.
Reese and Badger.
Cute. Both of them are cute. Look at this
Badger's
one.
Cute.
Baloney.
Baloney and Bullet.
Yes, and then some more.
Lady and
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yep, cute.
Remington and Rose.
And his Remington's two
Rosie.
eyes. Two different color eyes.
Rick and Socks.
Lots of them have two eyes, I guess. Here's some more kitties.
Parker and Poppy.
I think they caught Poppy in a very, we're not going to look at it.
Ebony.
Ebony, yeah. And then one more.
Oh, we got Kiwi.
Kiwi, yeah. So again, check out their adoption prices. They are ridiculously cheap. And also don't forget they accept donations. That you can help them out. If you don't want to go down there and adopt an animal, you can take dry cat food, dog food, non-clumping litter, the Blue Dawn detergent soap, or you can even have these sent from Amazon right to them.
Yeah, any of that stuff.
But we appreciate them being on the program, and welcome to our new local business shout out. And don't forget, you can get your local business on there as well. And don't have school news today. We were kind of waiting. They were on spring break, so we didn't get a report. So we'll skip over the school news section as I'm sitting here clicking the slides. But we will have school news. If we get one in, we'll do it as a separate report this week. But kids are just back from spring break. So as you can imagine, they are probably quite active. But you can always get your Rockwood High School Tiger Talk podcast on Spotify. Just scan that big QRL code there. And you can get it now. Other interest brought to you by our other one. So if you live in Kingston, you can go to one. If you live in Harriman, you can go to the other. Or if one's busy, you can go to the other. But Joyful Pets, see, we've got a theme going.
Yeah, you call for appointments, and you call one.
Everybody thinks we need grooming, I think.
I think that's.
I think that's what it is. But go check out Joyful Pets.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to argue with you.
No, I'm not either, because we don't look as good as look at this dog.
Yeah.
Like that dog's pretty Pretty trim right there.
Corgis are cool anyway.
Corgis are cool. But go to Joyful Pets. They got a Facebook page, appointment only as well, Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. But check them out on Facebook. Tell them you heard about it here. So there's no reason that anybody watching our program should have a pet that looks all frayed and nasty, right? Because, I mean, we've got more pets grooming sponsors than...
We do.
Yeah, so... Check out Joyful Pets, but now there's things to do, and these are things to do in the upcoming weeks, but this is next week.
Yeah, the Youth Book Club at Rockwood Public Library, 4:30 to 6.
Yeah, another big one next weekend.
Yep, not this coming weekend, the one after that.
Yeah.
We got the Thunder Road Car Show. We've got a few food vendors lined up. We still could use some arts and craft type vendors, and I think the cars are showing up. We've got quite a few calls from clubs, and one guy wanted to know how would we limit him to his space, because he was bringing 3 or 4 cars, and would we allow him to bring motorcycles? I said, at Rome State, we have as much space as we need.
Yeah.
So we just bring them on. We got room for you.
You got a race car bus, you could fit it there.
Yeah.
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 You seen how they race those buses?
No.
It's like a tractor trailer thing. I don't know.
Like school buses?
Yeah, like school bus races, and it's like they'll put them on the big Daytona tracks and stuff.
You're kidding
It's
me.
awesome, because you can't imagine trying to drive a bus.
Do the kids get out?
No, there's no kids involved. There's
At pit stop, every pit stop, you got to get 4 kids on and 3 kids on.
yeah. Now that would be cool if they had to do pit stops and but yeah, I don't think the parents would sign up for it. Back to the banana pudding, I guess.
Yeah, Banana Pudding Festival is for everybody but me.
Yeah.
On April the 4th. You know, come to the car show and then go get some banana pudding.
Yeah, and then go play some golf.
Yeah, go play some golf at the 3rd annual tournament there at Emory Golf Course for
Yeah.
the Roane County Paws.
Yep, for a good cause, or you can go get educated on the 8th.
Yep, at the, what are we studying? Just everything.
Yeah, aging, disease prevention,
Brain health,
Yeah.
scam prevention is very important for all us older folks, but that's on the 8th.
Yeah, and Camp Build It fundraiser, we've been talking about it for a while.
Yep, single fur calls, cornhole tournament, cookout, and a silent auction.
Yeah, and this one's great for women's self-defense.
Yeah, I think this is very important. All jokes aside, you know, get out there and learn something. If you, God, anywhere you walk anymore is dangerous if you're out walking around by yourself. So it's really a good thing. Get out there and learn that.
Well, it never hurts to be prepared. You
No,
know,
it
hopefully
doesn't.
you never need it. But this is very cool. Got sent in by email by Miss Sandy McIntosh. Rockwood 2000's having their public candidate forum, 6 p.m. at Rockwood City Hall. So go to that if you have questions. You can email her at the email on the screen. Multiple car shows coming. Here's another date.
After ours, we're going to have the cruise in on Highway 55 in Crossville.
Yeah, this is cool. This is one put on by a couple local people. Swinging in the Sky, competitive 8 and up softball tournament in memory of Brandon Green. And I'm sure we'll have more info. And this is cool. This is the Joyful Pets, who's one of our business shout-outs. They're having a little benefit for Roane County Animal Shelter.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so April 18th. And again, we'll have info on all these.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Yeah, Crossville Strawberry Festival is always a good time, and that's right up there at the fairgrounds in Crossville.
Yeah, and then right before you go there, drop off your hazardous stuff.
Yeah, that's a really good thing, too, because, well, going back, we seem to be on themes, you know, cleaning up and having things that you can't throw away in a landfill.
Yeah.
Give them a call, I think, or go look at their guidance on their website there to see what they can take and what they can't take. But most of the stuff that you don't, what am I going to do with it? They can take it.
Yeah, for sure. This is a brand new one, Kentucky Derby Celebration, which is benefiting Family Promise of Roane County. So that's very awesome. And we'll have more information as we get close to that. end of April again. This is another new one.
Yeah, the Wilted Rose Spring Market down in Crossville.
Yeah, it looks like a good time. May Day!
May Day Festival and Car Show in downtown Harriman.
Yeah, and another strawberry festival.
And that's at Narramore Farms over there in Kingston.
Yeah, they got a Facebook page. You can check it out. And then Lenore City's getting in on the farmers markets.
Yeah, theirs is going to run from May 5th to September 29th, and they're going to start there on May 5th and a Tuesday.
Smart, in the evenings. That's a nice one. And then Bushel Peck, this is still going on. And it's their birthday bash as well as the fill a truck for the animals. So happy Big Six birthday in May. And get some stuff you see: dog food, cat food, blankets, dewormers, cleaning supplies, and help them fill a truck. And then the fair's coming.
Yeah, Rome County Fair. I remember as a kid we had these, and they're always a lot of fun. But we're going to have another one here in Rome County from the 12th to the 17th of May.
Yeah, tons of info on those graphics for vendors. If you need that info, you can send it to us. Also very important, on the 13th, they're having Sensory Day, which is for those that may have autism or sensory processing disorders and other disabilities. So that goes on 10 to 11. This is awesome. Another car show in Oliver Springs.
Crafts and Cars. Free to register your car.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 10 to 2.
Yeah, the Beach Park Baptist Church parking lot. And then this is a cool one. The 2026 Brushy Mountain Inaugural Hill Climb.
That's for those like mud buggy cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are cool. Like four-wheel golf carts on crack. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. The Watermelon Crawl.
And that's down in Monterey again. If you're still banana pudding hungover, get over it with the Watermelon Crawl there.
Well, you got bananas, strawberries. Now we're doing the watermelon.
Yeah.
Here is July 4th. As you can see, we're really spreading out there.
Yeah, Kingston Smoke on the Water. They always got a really good day planned out there, and the fireworks are incredible.
And then if you didn't get your fill of watermelon,
yeah, you can do it then. I think this is the one we've been going to, and it's at the McDonald Farm in Sale Creek, and I don't know, this is not the one we've been going to, but Watermelon Festival is always really good.
Yeah, for sure. And then wrapping it up, they just had their first youth meeting of the year in March, and the next one will be in September, but we've already got it on the list because we're way ahead of things.
Yes.
Hey, if you'd like to have your event or your business featured on the program, John will tell you how to do it.
Yeah, you can email us directly at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com or messages on Facebook. So, some of these things, my wife finds a lot of them, and she shoots them over by messenger to me. And if you find one that your group's putting on, or you just stumble across it and you think it's something we should promote, hey, take a snapshot of it, send it over to us, and we'll get her on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. No event is too big or too small. Don't forget, if you need a commercial shot, videos from the sky, don't forget to check out Real Estate Live every Thursday on Coldwell Banker Jim Henry and Associates page. So we got tons of new stuff coming.
Yeah.
We are now doing the We Are Rockwood series here in Wilk Production Studios. So check that out if you don't follow their pages. They've got a Facebook page, Spotify page, and a YouTube page, so check those all out. But yeah, thanks to our brand new local business shout outs. Go get your dog groomed and maybe we'll get a haircut. Talk to my friends Uzori. They're still safe and alive, thank goodness. But they're still fighting over 4 years now in Ukraine.
Who would have thought we were sitting up there in the front of the office talking about it just started.
Yeah.
We're going on with our normal lives, and they've been over there in that for 4 years.
4 years. Yeah, it's just unreal. So our thoughts and prayers go out with them. But hey, if you got an event, send it to us. And we will see you next week. Don't forget, if you want to be a vendor at Thunder Road, send the information to John.
Get to me. We'll make that happen for you. And don't forget, if you're a local business, it's free.
Yeah, right. So it's not too late. It's not too late. Well, I already hit the credit roll. But from all of us here at the Small Town Network, you have a great week. I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, y'all.